Hey guys, so it's no secret that when we make a golf swing, our body needs to be able to rotate. We're going to talk about the hip today. When we make a backswing here, my trail leg has to rotate internally. And then when I make a downswing, my lead leg has to rotate internally. This is very important, and if we don't have the ability to do that, then we can lead to compensations in our swing, or it can even lead to pain and problems as other areas in our body try to rotate to make up for it. Now, when I test people, a lot of them have limited hip internal rotation, and sometimes they've been working on stretches to improve this, but I often find that it's the joint that is restricted and not just the muscles. Sometimes when we do techniques that are meant to stretch out the muscles, if the joint's restricted, we may feel like we're hitting a wall and we can't really get past that. So let's talk about a technique today to actually start improving the joint's mobility in order to get that internal rotation. Our hip joint is a ball and socket joint, which means it needs to be able to rotate and glide, but sometimes that ability to do that is limited. If we use a band and we take it and I attach it at the top of my thigh, almost as high as I can get it here, and I scoot away from this position here, then that band can almost decompress or cause a little bit of gapping effect to the hip and allow us to be able to move the hip better. So once again, we want the band high, and I'm going to scoot away till I get quite a bit of tension in this position. Now I'm going to try to go into an internally rotated position. So what that means is I'm going to rotate my foot out like this, which causes this left hip to be internally rotated. From this position, I may be able to feel some stretch. I can also lean to the side just a little bit. As I get comfortable in this position, I can bring it out a little bit further. Now, I have a couple options here. I can just go back and forth slowly. Sometimes we'll call this a mobilization with movement, where we go back and forth. But I can also just bring it out to this position and hold the stretch, anywhere from a minute to 2 or 3 minutes sometimes. Then I can back off this position, and many times I'll see quite a bit of changes in someone's ability to rotate their hip internally after doing this stretch. So give that a try if you're having trouble improving your hips rotation ability, and hopefully that'll help your golf game.